What's up, all my home keys and 5Gs? I'm Grace Kuhlenschmidt, but some people call me Grok Kuhlenschmidt because you can ask me anything. And I love picturing people naked. Judi Dench. And this is Tech Yeah, where I tell CPU all about the biggest stories in tech. Let's start with a story about the spine, which is the HDMI cord that goes from your mainframe to your printer. Trust me, this thing never runs out of ink. But turns out tech is warping our necks, our backs, our shoulders, and our traps.
Increased smartphone use can lead to what's being called tech neck. It's when you lower your head just so while scrolling so that little lines form on your neck.
60% report spending at least 5 hours a day looking at their screens, which causes pain, stiffness, headaches.
Okay, if tech neck is a thing, then call me the throat goat. I love it! Now when I breathe, I sound like a pug. It's so cool! And not to mention, tech neck is a badge of honor, like a boxer's cauliflower ear or a twink's blown out back. It shows you've put in the work. And for all we know, this is the next stage of evolution. First, man evolved to walk upright. Now we've evolved to walk around hunched over, rewatching that video of Lenny Kravitz splitting his pants. But if for some weird reason you don't love your hot-ass hump, there's a simple cure.
Could the solution to all of our tech neck woes be as simple as getting some tummy time? That classic technique that babies use to strengthen their own necks and backs is now catching on with adults.
Not appropriate to do like at the office, but you can work this in at home, guys.
Oh, come on, I can't do it at work? My coworkers love when I act like a baby. Hey, Ronnie. See, he loves it. I have to admit, when I first heard the cure for tech neck is tummy time, I was like, hang on, I'm saving that for my wedding night. I'm kidding. I haven't been a virgin for weeks. Technology might be ruining our bodies, but don't worry, robot bodies are stronger than ever.
In China this week, dozens of humanoid robots will be racing against humans in a half marathon. It's going to feature more than 100 robots, some fully autonomous, others remote controlled. Last year, a human took home first place. This year, the teams are pushing the technology to see if the robots are going to take us all out.
Wow, they invented a Kenyan robot. This is a huge, huge help for sanitation workers because robot marathoners can't shit their pants. Yet. Trust me when I say there's absolutely no downside to teaching robots how to chase us down. Think how early I'll be to everything if I'm running for my life. Plus, this is so awesome as a lady who loves playing tag but doesn't have any children. I'm so sick of going to the playground and asking little boys if they want to be it. I get it, moms. You don't want me talking to your kids because they're slow as But jocks aren't the only ones getting digital. Nerds are too, including the king nerd himself.
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg is reportedly training an AI clone with his image and voice, along with his mannerisms, tone, and public statements. Meta may start allowing creators to make their own avatars if the Zuckerberg experiment goes well.
Unfreaking believable! After decades of technological advancements, we finally invented a way to make Mark Zuckerberg seem lifelike. And it captures all of his signature facial expressions, like angry, happy, scared, and of course, sunscreen. I was lucky enough to get a sneak peek at AI Zuck, and it did not disappoint. In our short conversation, I learned so much, mainly that men aren't for me. But unfortunately, when Daddy Zuck opens an AI door, he closes an AI window because he just announced they're shutting down a huge part of the metaverse. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I'm gonna miss the metaverse. There's so much to do in there, like this. Wow, this is so cool. Hello? Anyone want to do tummy time? Well, that's all for this edition of Tech Yeah. Tune in next time when I show you how to turn off ad blocker. What's up, Techno Sapiens? I'm Grace Kuhlenschmidt, but you can call me by my first screen name, the color purple 29. Inspired by my favorite color, unrelated to the film about domestic abuse. Sorry, Oprah. Anyway, this is Tech Yeah, where I tell CPU all about the biggest stories in tech. Let's begin with some news from a town I've been told I'll never work in again, Hollywood. Where the city of angels just might be turning into the city of A-angels.
Two of the biggest stars in the world, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, apparently duking it out on the roof of a skyscraper, but it's completely fake. Digitally created with AI technology. It's the video that has Hollywood freaking out.
You killed Jeffrey Epstein, you animal! He was a good man!
Okay, this is crazy. I literally wrote a movie with that exact scene in it. Great minds. But I get why everyone in Hollywood is freaking out. This looked so real, right down to the glimmer of hope in Tom Cruise's eyes that this stunt would finally be the one that kills him. Of course, some haters are worried that it's going to destroy the entire film industry and ruin countless lives along the way. Well, you know what? That's what Hollywood gets for not casting me in Sinners. Michael B. Jordan gets to be two people, and I can't even be in one of the many cunnilingus scenes? Make that make sense! But if you can't make it in Hollywood, you can always fall back on your second dream job.
Waymo has come up with a low-tech solution for a high-tech problem. Customers are leaving doors open after exiting the self-driving vehicles, making them inoperable. Waymo is now paying nearby door dashers to shut the open doors so the driverless cars can pick up their next passenger.
Yes! It's just like they say, when God closes a door, he can make $6 on DoorDash. Look how awesome this is. Most people are stuck in an office all day, but you get to drive around hunting for open car doors. And if you close enough of them, you get to eat dinner. The future is amazing. I'd be great at this job. I love closing things. Gates, trunks, coffins. I don't care if the funeral is open casket. Your grandma is busted. Moving on, because it's time for tonight's study that makes you go, Tonight's study is all about this. Dancing!
If you wonder why some guys light up the dance floor while others look like they're swatting invisible flies, science may have the answer. In a study by Northumbria University, volunteers danced for 30 seconds while motion sensors tracked every move. They were later turned into faceless 3D avatars to allow women to rank the routines. Men rated as good dancers showed more variety in upper body movement, while repetitive moves and stiff twisting scored near the bottom.
Thanks to this cutting-edge tech, scientists have confirmed what we already suspected. Women love men having seizures. My cousin has epilepsy, and he is drowning in pussy. And this data is very useful because now we know if you're a good dancer and can't get a date, you ugly, brother. Of course, you can't just dance to attract women. You need to have the perfect pickup line as well. Luckily, I know just the one.
You killed Jeffrey Epstein, you animal! He was a good man!
Yeah, that's a panty dropper. And speaking of underwear, if you, like me, love putting gadgets in all the wrong places, have I got a Tekken product for you.
Researchers are looking for volunteers to put on a new type of smart underwear designed to track human flatulence and also stress test them.
University of Maryland scientists say that the garment has a snap-in device which acts like a glucose monitor, but for intestinal gas. And it says that it could open the door to measuring gut microbiome metabolism.
is the smell of innovation. And falafel, sorry. But I love this product. Finally a way for health nuts to get in their 10,000 farts a day. Heck, I think I'll get 2. One for the back and one to track my cooter tooters. I swear, when those 2 get to yapping, I'm like, you gals should start a podcast. So, what have we learned from this data so far?
Previous studies asked people to estimate, and they guessed between 10 to 15 times a day. Early testing has revealed something interesting. We found that people farted an average of 32 times per day.
The average person farts 32 times a day? Imagine if you're an above average person. Like, Beyonce must be farting 6,000 times a day. What a lucky horse. Now, I know what you're thinking. I must be part of this study. Well, bad news, because due to overwhelming demand, enrollment in the fart tracking study is currently paused. But lucky for you, I'm conducting my own study. All you have to do is email me every time you fart at thecolorpurple29@gracecountsfarts.com. Well, that's all for this edition of Tech Yeah. Tune in next time when we debate which one of these pictures has a motorcycle in it. If I get this wrong, it's over for me. What's up, tech bags? I'm Grace Kuhlenschmidt, aka Go-Go Gadget Grace, or as my brothers like to call me, C3P my bed. Love you, Pete and Alejandro. Anyway, this is Tech Yeah, where I tell CPU all about the biggest stories in tech. I just got back from the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. And it's true what they say. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, especially when you lose your fingertip in a robot's egina. Ouch! Oh, hurts so good. This year, CES was all about products designed to make our lives easier. For example, we're all so tired of listening to music with our ears. But good news, now you can do it with your teeth.
Check out Lollipop Star. It's candy that plays a song when you put it in your mouth.
I could hear someone singing and like music. It just sounds like I'm listening to an MP3.
It uses bone conduction technology, so only you can hear it.
There are truly voices in your head now with this lollipop.
More voices in my head? That makes it a baker's dozen. In tech, incredible! I'm so tired of headphones that don't feature bone conduction. And just so you know, the music lollipop doesn't work in your butt. A little heads up would have been nice. Moving on, CES didn't just introduce us to cavity-causing music, it also showed us the tech and future of haircuts.
Glide is the world's first smart hair clipper that doesn't need snap-on plastic guards. Instead, it uses an auto-fit blade system that automatically adjusts the cutting length as you move it around your head. The goal is to make anyone an instant barber, but the company did admit that cutting the sides is easier than the back.
Heck yes! I've always wanted the same haircut as an abused Barbie doll. And the best part is, no more going to the barber and accidentally drinking that blue water because I thought it was Gatorade. But the tech at CES isn't just for making our lives easier. This year, it also showed us the AI of the tiger.
Robots were everywhere at CES 2026. There were robots that dance. We saw robots fighting humans.
At CES 2026, Unitree is letting people kick the absolute crap out of their robots.
They're actually like tough!
Well, I think he's done, folks.
Hell yes! I was just thinking, I'd love to beat up a small child, but without having to feel too bad about it. And if you love this video, good news, because this robot has already agreed to fight Jake Paul. I can't wait! A brainless hunk of spare parts versus a cute little robot. Let's go! Moving on, not all the robots at CES wanted to knock us out with their fists. Some just wanted to knock us out with their brains.
This is Aria Vision. She is the very first robot being unveiled today who she can actually see you. She can look at you. She can tell you what you're wearing.
Wow, she can tell you what you're wearing? Incredible! I can't tell you how many times I've been dying to know what I am wearing. Eat shit, mirrors. Now, I know what you're wondering. Is there a robot that doesn't look like Pippi Longstocking survived a fire? Wish granted.
I also want you to meet Aria and David over here. Hi, Aria. How are you doing today? How are you today, Aria? Hi. She's saying hello. What are you doing today at the CES? Do you want? Is it on mute?
Hello, beautiful. Did it hurt when you fell off the assembly line at a Shandong warehouse? Anyway, this is teching awesome. A robot that is so depressed it can't even talk. She reminds me of my mom. And did you notice, David? Judging by that sculpted face, I can already tell he's gonna be an absolute diva in the Fire Island house. All in all, I'm certifying Aria and David as TILFs. Technology I'd like to focus my attention on. And well, that's all the time we have for Tech Yeah. Tune in next time where I'll show you how to avoid dropping your phone in the toilet by shitting in your yard. What's up, my techno nerds? I'm Grace Kuhlenschmidt, aka Coolin Tech, aka Gracie Gizmos, aka Lil Wire Fraud. This is Tech Yeah, where I tell CPU all about the biggest stories in tech. And to our future robot overlords watching, I say, ba-da-ba-bee-ba-ba-ba-da-bo, ba-da-ba-ba-da-bo. I can say that because I slept with one robot. But let's hop into warp speed and fly over to Russia for the release of a robot that'll blow your techin' mind.
Russia's first humanoid AI robot made its debut in Moscow this week, and it definitely did not go as planned.
That's so teching cool! Finally, a robot that feels like a real person. Because I also have a drinking problem. And it's not the robot's fault he fell. He took 27 shots of machine oil. You should see me after 3. I'm literally in the hospital bi-monthly because the human body cannot handle machine oil. I was in a coma for weeks. And for all the people worried about robots taking our jobs, relax. For every job this robot takes, they have to hire 2 guys to pick it up off the ground. Sometimes I get sad that I'll miss out on the robots taking over our planet. But good news, here's something that'll keep us technophiles alive for techin' ever.
A tech company offering an app that allows you to keep a grandparent or other loved one alive for generations.
To create a digital granny, you record 3 minutes of video while they are still alive. The AI app copies their image, mannerisms, and voice.
Hey, Charlie. How was school today?
It was really fun. I made this crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care that much about basketball.
Yes! This is awesome! She tells me to shut up about my interests just like a real grandma. I can't wait for my grandma to die so I can turn her soul into data. And yeah, maybe you're nervous to have grandma live on the same device you watch porn on, but next time you're struggling to pick a category, your grandma can chime in like, Grace, anime MILFs with big naturals. are a family tradition. Carry it on. Love you, Gigi. But the most beautiful part of this technology is that it lets you say things to your dead relatives that you regret not saying while they were alive. Like, I'm sorry, I unplugged your ventilator to charge my phone. And I'm sorry I kept charging my phone so I could post about you dying. And I'm sorry for deleting the post after it didn't get enough likes. I just wish this technology was around a few years ago so my grandpa could have attended my wedding. People said our love wouldn't last because she's a robot and I'm white. But love conquers all. And finally, all this new technology is so techy and beautiful, it makes me want to sing. But luckily, AI can do it for me.
He's a ruggedly handsome country singer with a strong voice destined for stardom.
Ain't no shame in where I belong.
Well, hold on to your cowboy hat. He's 100% all AI generated. His name is Breaking Rust, and now his song, Walk My Walk, is #1 on Billboard's Country Digital Song Sales chart.
I am shocked a guy named Breaking Rust isn't real. That makes him so much hotter. I've been throwing my panties at my computer just to get his attention. This is exactly what country music is all about. Dirt roads, blue jeans, and decimating the power grid of a small Midwestern town. Yeehaw! And I know you're probably wondering, can this technology write a song about anything? Yes.
Just how easy is it to create a song completely generated by AI intelligence? What I'm going to do is create a song about the TV show Inside Edition simply by typing in here, make a song about the TV show Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, shining light on the shadows we hide, on the secrets of night.
This is literally the song I make love to. You wouldn't believe how horny I am right now. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, wow, I do not like the idea of AI replacing human creativity with digital slop. And that's a good point, but here's a counterpoint.
Inside Edition, shining light.
Well, that's all the time we have on Tech Yeah. See you next time, where I'll teach you how to turn any car into a driverless car by simply letting go of the steering wheel. What's up to all my computer geeks, AI freaks, and tech companies harvesting my medical data? Can one of y'all tell your girl why her stool's so pale? I'm Grace Kuhlenschmidt, and this is Tech Yeah, where I tell CPU all about the biggest stories in tech. Let's start our techscapade with pasta. It's Italian for noodles. I know when it comes to tech, pasta might not be the first thing that comes to mind. But if you think gnocchi can't low-key be techie, you're macarongi.
The popular pasta sauce company Prego is joining the tech world by officially launching a device that sits on your table and records dinner conversations.
The Connection Keeper. It will record your dinner chats, and then you can upload them to be preserved in the Library of Congress.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy listening ceviche. Seriously, this is awesome. You know how at dinner your sister's always calling your mom a dumb bitch? Now that will be forever preserved in the Library of Congress's sauce aisle. I can't wait to start using it, although full disclosure, I did drop my Prego thingy into a boiling pot of spaghetti sauce, but no big deal. I brought it to the Prego Genius Bar, where an old Italian woman chased me with a wooden spoon going, "What's the matter, you? This is my house." Moving on, as I always say, you've heard of the movie Snakes on a Plane. Well, now it's a robot.
You've heard of the movie Snakes on a Plane? Well, now it's a robot. The humanoid named Bebop even had his own seat.
At first, everyone was delighted as the humanoid entertained them before boarding the Southwest Airlines flight in Oakland. But when he took his seat on the plane, the fun ended. Turns out his lithium battery was too big and had to be removed, delaying the flight for an hour.
What? Delayed by an hour? That's awesome! These flights are so expensive, you should get more time. Personally, I don't care if this robot delays the flight, or if his battery's a fire hazard, or that he keeps trying to kick through a window. If you don't want to sit next to a suicidal maniac, then don't fly Southwest. But I will give them credit for letting Bebop board the plane before everyone else. Listen, military veterans deserve our respect, just not as much respect as dancing robots. Of course, robots aren't just flying the friendly skies, they're also driving the unfriendly grounds.
Delivery robots have been making an appearance in cities across the country, but a man from New Jersey was injured in an accident with one.
Sarah Ahern saw a food delivery robot pull into this street in Jersey City, directly into the path of a man on a bicycle.
I saw him go through the intersection, and the next thing I saw, he was in the air.
She says the cyclist came crashing to the pavement while the robot tried to drive off.
In tech, incredible! Robots can flee a crime scene just like us. And good luck giving the robot the electric chair. They went to high school together. But these minor incidents are just the cost of the progress. Imagine the world we'll soon be living in. An AI assistant orders you lunch. Within minutes, a delivery robot is at your doorstep, covered in cyclist blood. You answer the door in nothing but a towel and invite the robot in. But oh no, you don't have any cash on you. You ask the robot if there's another way you can pay for your pizza. And the robot says no and drives off. Wow, that's hot. Now, speaking of desire, this next robot just gave up all its earthly ones.
This is Gabby, who's just become the first robot monk to be ordained at a Buddhist temple in South Korea. At a ceremony in Seoul, he pledged to devote himself to the faith.
How tech and cool! Being a Buddhist monk is not an easy feat. You need to be bald and have hands. And this fella is doing both in a major way. And you know this robot will be a good robot monk, because if not, he'll be reincarnated as Guy Fieri's colonoscopy camera. Now, not to toot my own horn, but I've always known that robots wanted to be religious. But you all said it was inappropriate to put a yarmulke on my Roomba and call it a Joomba. Well, look who's laughing now. Rivka, my Joomba, while she watches Seinfeld. It's her culture. Well, that's all for this edition of Tech Yeah. Join us next time when I name drop a bunch of products in the hopes I get some free stuff. Kindle, MacBook, Pringles, haircuts.